Hello! Today we are going to recall some learned information about simple present tense versus present continuous, or its nickname present progressive. So we have simple objectives for today. As we said, we're going to recall some learned information about the two tenses, and then we're going to identify the difference between simple present tense and the present continuous tense. And finally, as usual, we're going to solve exercises about the two tenses. So remind me, why do we use simple present tense? We use simple present tense mostly to talk about a fact or a truth. For example, the meeting starts at 5 o'clock. This is a fact. Or to talk about a habit or a repeated action. For example, they visit their grandma every Tuesday. And now remind me, how is simple present tense formed? With the pronouns I, you, we, they, we write the subject plus the base form verb. Okay? For example, we live in Majd al-Anjar. I want to help you. But what about if we have the pronouns he, she, it? We write the subject plus the verb with s or es. For example, she lives in Majd al-Anjar. He wants to help you. She misses her brother. So my students, as you see, we add es when the verb ends with ch, sh, xs, or z. Okay? For example, mix, mixes with es. Now, why do we use present continuous or present progressive tense? We use present continuous tense mostly to talk about actions that are happening now, at this moment. For example, the teacher is explaining now. They are listening to their teacher. Okay? Now, who can remind me how is present continuous formed? It's really easy. With the pronouns I, you, we, they, we write the subject plus are or am plus the verb with ing. For example, we are watching a video. I am working hard. But with the pronouns he, she, it, we write the subject plus is plus the verb with ing. For example, she is cleaning her room. He is solving his homework. Remember that when the verb ends with e, we cross the e and add the ing. Okay? Okay, now how to form a negative sentence in present simple? With I, you, we, they, we use don't plus the base form verb. We have two examples here. The first one, you need me. If we want to make it negative, it becomes you don't need me. We agree with her. We don't agree with her. But with the pronouns he, she, it, we use doesn't. Doesn't plus the base form verb. Okay? Look at these examples. She needs me. If we want to make it negative, she doesn't need me. He agrees with her, with them. He doesn't agree with them. As you see, we crossed the s from the verb because after doesn't and don't, we write the base form verb. Now, how to form a negative sentence in present continuous? Add not after the verb to be, am, is, are. For example, she's listening to her teacher. To make it negative, we add not after is. She's not listening to her teacher. Look at the other example, please. I'm performing a hard dance. I'm not performing a hard dance in negative. Okay? Now, how to form a yes or no question in present continuous? It's something really easy. Invert or switch the subject and the verb to be. For example, she's listening to her teacher. A yes or no question to this sentence, it becomes, is she listening to her teacher? Another example, you are performing a hard dance. Are you performing a hard dance? Don't forget the question mark at the end of the question. Now, how to form a yes or no question in simple present tense? We have to add do or does at the first. And pay attention to keep the verb in its base form in every question. For example, she likes her teacher. Does she like her teacher? Another example, you have a hard dance. To make it a yes or no question, it becomes, do you have a hard dance? And now, my students, this is a very easy lesson, so prepare yourself to solve a very easy worksheet. Have a nice day.